I'm Aaron Mizell. It's been a minute, YouTube land. Life has happened. It's been brutally cold, but it's getting warmer. It's time to start figuring this thing out. As you can tell, this is Rip. Meet Rip. Rest in pieces. We're going to chop her up and steal some parts, but this is going to be my motor for probably the next year or so. And this is the boost that we're going to punish it with. So let's check it out because I haven't opened it. It's been sitting right there for like, I don't know, month and a half. So I'm kind of excited to see what's in here, and I got to know what I got before I pull this out because I got to put the oil drain for the turbo in the oil pan. So once the motor comes out, the motor's got to come apart a little bit. This is actually kind of nice. What do we got here? Rubber boot. Das Boot. That looks like an... What is that? Is that AutoZone? I'm not using that. I will explain later why. What's he got here? Gauges. There is a ProComp boost gauge, and what are you? Oh, that's a wide band. That'll be nice to have. Another boot. And a downpipe. Cool. Here's the good part. Oh, it weighs more than I thought. This is a Max Peeting Rods Turbo and an LCE, man, this is really nice. An LCE exhaust manifold. I'm just looking, this is the first time I put eyes on it. It has been run, but like just for a minute, not long. Hell, the turbo housing isn't even rusty. This manifold is nice though, good thick flanges and like, that's nice. I'm excited. Blow off valves there. Cool. Let's see, is there a line? Yes. So, this is what I was curious about. This in here should go to top of the oil filter adapter. I think that's like that's a straight thread. I don't know what's in here. And then this should go to the top. Yeah. So I'm probably going to split this apart. I'd like to put a T in here because I have an oil accumulator. Actually, I have it off. There we go. I have an oil accumulator I stuck on the bottom of my transfer case skid plate. And what that will do, there's an electric ball valve on there that stores 3 quarts of oil. And if I ever lose oil pressure, it automatically supplies oil pressure. The ball valve is there that I'm going to hook to ignition. So before I shut the truck off, I'm going to rev it up a little bit, pump up that accumulator, turn it off, that valve closes. It holds oil pressure until I turn the key back on. So then, you know, I let things sit overnight, whatever, come in, turn the key on. It self-primes with oil. I just give it 10 seconds, hit the key. It's already got oil flowing through all the bearings. This thing will never have a dry start. So, yeah, that's what I needed to know so I can get the fittings for that. And then I think the oil pan stuff's over there. I'm not getting that. We just got to figure out routing. So, yeah, that's the turbo kit. Let's talk about RIP. Let me get this out of the way. Throw all this crap back in the box. So RIP, rest in pieces. This thing is, can I sit down? Can you all see me? I'm low. So this thing is an 02 Tacoma, which is same as mine. Only thing that's different about it is this is an automatic, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I'm gonna sell that. Actually, a lot of this stuff's for sale. If you see something on this truck you want, holla. I'm keeping the motor. It's got 197,500 something on it. So it's got like 90,000 miles less than my motor. I'm going to keep the transfer case because at some point in time, I would like to go and put an eco box on this so I have dual low range. So those gears can donate to that box. So that's cool. And then I got lucky and found out the differentials have 456s in it, which is what I run. So even though they're open, at least I got a gear set that I can use if something happens. So that's cool. I'll be able to keep the whole axle together in the back, stud to stud. So I have a spare like ready to rock and roll. So that's awesome. I'm going to save the front spindles. They're going to get cleaned up, gussets welded on them, and I'm probably going to put the light tab on so that I can put a little LED pod at some point. What else am I keeping out of this thing? All the glass. The only glass I don't have is the quarter window on the passenger side. So I will have spare glass, which is also really awesome. This was driven by some mountain girl, and she decided to get upset with her boyfriend and drove it into a tree and flopped it on its side. So that was the actual death of this thing. The rust should have killed it a long time ago. He told me the frame was good. It is not good. There are a dozen or so patches under here. It's taken a hit, like the whole front end is smashed off of this. There's actually not a straight piece of bodywork on this but the driver's door and the roof and the hood. I'm keeping the hood. Yeah, the hood. I'm gonna do cool shit with the hood, man. So we're gonna paint this up. Like I got a little DA, we're gonna sand it, we're gonna paint it. Maybe put some Mizell Motorworks stuff, Camo Convoy, Skull Crossbones, I don't know. We're gonna do something with it, something cool. And it might even get a hater pipe out the hood. I don't know. But I'm going to keep my other hood that's silver, so like I can have my truck normal, and then when we go out, when I have a good time, I can put the party hood on. So, what else comes out of this? Front diff, all that stuff all swaps over for me, so I'm going to keep all that. Probably sell the front drive shaft. I think I got another one sitting around, so I don't need a bunch of drive shafts. The rear drive shaft I don't currently have, and I would really like one, but I don't know if it matches, so when I disassemble this truck and I yank it out, I'll have to hold it up against mine and see. That would be really cool if I had another drive shaft. The interior in this thing is actually complete's probably the good word for it. I wouldn't say nice. It's complete. The dash and stuff isn't all scratched up. The seats and carpet, totally roached. Seat belts actually aren't that bad. But yeah, the motor's got to come out, oil pan's got to come off, turbo drain gets welded into the pan. While it's off, I'm going to pull the valve cover off of it and adjust the valves because notice I've got another cylinder head sitting back here. This is mine! And it's got a crack between the valve and the spark plug on cylinder 3. So that head's junk. So I pulled all the lifters out of it and stuck them over here, but I think they made it into that box. So anyway, I got a whole bunch of shims. So I might as well just do the valve maintenance on Rip here. And then, yeah, it goes into mine and I get my truck back for a while. I am doing this, putting this motor into my truck for a while so that I've got time to build my turbo motor without rushing anything. I need my truck. I use my truck. Like, it's my primary means of transportation when I'm not in my company truck. So I would really like to have my truck back and get out of my Dodge. I also would really, really like to run the Appalachia 1000 this year. And I don't really want to do that with a new motor that is thrown together, you know? Like, I want to build this thing the right way, and it's going to be really rowdy. So this lets me do that this year, and gives me my truck. So once I build the other motor, I'll probably hold on to this one if it's still running good and I haven't found the limits, which is a strong possibility because I care about that little about it. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on in the Motorworks world here. It's warming up. Stuff's going to start happening now. Yeah, so stay tuned. Good things are coming.